Hello.
And welcome to Film Bastards.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome people to episode 592 of Film Bastards. I am one of your co-hosts, Mark Foster, and as ever, I am joined by
Becky Foster, hello everybody.
and
Ian Norring, hello everyone.
and it's literally been like what 4 or 5 days since we last recorded. But
4 days.
I think
4
we've
days?
man-
Yeah,
we-
4
we've
days.
managed to watch some stuff. Some stuff. What have we got? We have a main review coming up of Superman. Well, me and Ian have a main review of Superman. Becky wasn't going to go and watch that woke fucking nonsense. So she just sat at home and just fucking binge watched the entire fucking Dean Cain Superman series. Because that's her Superman. Not this woke bullshit, isn't that right? Why are you in a red hat? What's that red hat say?
Have you seen pictures of him recently? He's got real fat.
No, I don't care. Because you know what I do? Right? I just scroll past this shit.
That's fair.
It's great. Just don't engage with it. So that's why I don't talk to you and you fucking Dean Cain loving Superman bullshit.
You can
Excuse me, I've done a big old slip of Pepsi Max there. So yes, I mean Ian, you're going to chat Superman. And then we've got some what we've been watching. We've watched some things. Yeah, definitely watched some things. And we might have a trailer to talk about. What's happening with trailers at the moment? Why are they not get released? Actually, we'll get into that in a minute, actually, because I did have one in Superman, and I want to see if Ian had it as well.
Okay.
We're a Pod Syndicate podcast. Listen to other Pod Syndicate shows, including Chintro, Persis Punter, Entertainment and Phil, and the Rewatch Project. But as I always say, keep listening to this one first, because it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good one. So, Ian, before we get into the one trailer that I did see not in the cinema, did you get a new trailer for the Paul Thomas Anderson film that I keep forgetting the name of?
One battle after another.
One battle after another, yeah. For some reason will not stick in my head. A new trailer for that? Because I got a new trailer for it.
Not new, no.
Yeah, I got the new one. Because like when we went to see Jurassic Park Rebirth, I'm calling it Park Rebirth, fuck this world shit. We went to see that movie. We got the one that's been doing the rounds for a while. So I was quite surprised at Superman to get a new one. That has made me even more fucking pumped for it.
I got the one where he's on the phone and being asked for like the password, and he's like, I don't remember my wife and daughter, blah blah blah, and it ends with him and Del Toro.
I got a new one.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. That had like quite a bit of new footage in it that looks a lot more Sean Penn.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, a lot more Sean Penn, who appears to be playing some kind of militia leader, but like full blown like fucking general leader with bleached blonde fucking hair and like an army behind him. And it appears like he's the one who's kidnapped DiCaprio's daughter.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks fucking good. It looks mental.
I will say the trailer that played for me yesterday, absolute fucking silence from the audience, no reaction whatsoever.
People don't know what to make of this movie. It's wild.
I get it. It's a Warner film, and Warners have got Superman, and that's basically it for them this summer.
Yeah.
So they've got to market it, big budget, DiCaprio, etc. But I think they could probably do well to do another trailer that isn't just fucking weird.
This one feels more like a trailer for more audiences.
Okay.
The guy behind me.
I wish I saw it.
It was a guy who was just on his own. I went to a fucking 9:30 screening of Superman. All screenings should be 9:30 in the morning. Was beautiful. But the guy who was sat like did literally the seat directly behind me. You know, seemed he was very well behaved throughout the entire thing. But after the trailer to that, just went, all right. But he'd say a little sentence after every trailer.
Okay.
Which, like, to himself, which I don't think he realised he was doing out loud. But he was doing it as well, like, at bits during Superman. Not like to a distracting way. He wasn't doing it like loud. But I could hear because he was right behind me. But he'd just say the odd sentence. Like, there's bits during, like, Superman where he'd go, well, that came out of nowhere. But I genuinely don't think he knew he was doing it. But it was quite nice.
Bless him.
Quite enjoyed it. He seems having a great time.
I'll say I saw the Odyssey trailer in IMAX.
Yeah.
Which I'll just say as well, the IMAX in Cardiff's just had an upgrade, and it looks great.
You've got laser projectors now, haven't you, there?
Yeah, I know. You could tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like the dynamic range is way better with laser projection. They've already got one screen with laser, but not IMAX. But now they've kitted this one out, and yeah, like everything was really popping. But the Odyssey trailer, now having seen that on the big screen, I kind of feel like, is there just not enough footage ready?
Yeah.
Or something.
They don't come out.
Like, it's that, you know. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's it. There's like a year to go still, isn't there?
It's like a pre trailer.
You just could have had one shot of a monster or something. Just one. But it's Nolan. He's doing his Nolan-y thing. I think the fact Tom Holland is in it is a massive selling point for a certain audience as well.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. But yeah, that trailer does leave me cold.
There's not a lot to it, is there? Let's be honest.
No, I mean, I imagine we will get another one around Avatar time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that are they still shooting Odyssey? I think they're still shooting that.
Yeah.
Oh, they might. Yeah, they might be. Yeah.
So it's still like a year off.
But yeah, what was the? Did you want to talk about another trailer?
Yeah, we got the trailer not in the cinema. We watched it at home for Red Sonja.
Oh God, yeah.
Starring just some people apparently.
So
the thing is,
yeah,
it looks fucking awful, but I'll watch it.
Oh yeah.
it's just the fact that it's taken so long to get Red Sonja going. Like Robert Rodriguez and Rose McGowan were going to do it back in the day. So that then this just unceremoniously just turns up, this trailer, and looks as low budget as it does. But I believe the guy who directed it, I want to say he's the guy who directed Solomon Kane.
Yeah,
and I remember quite liking Solomon Kane. But then again, I quite like a lot of Neil Marshall's earlier output, and he's not directed anything good in fucking years. So,
I mean, the guy who directed this is the movies he's directed, right? Death Watch, which was that Jamie Bell
World War II ghost movie.
Yeah, which, despite the fact having Lawrence Fox in it, is actually quite good. Wilderness, the Sean Pertwee one, which again is perfectly fine. I mean, none of these are like groundbreaking, but they're solid sort of mid-noughties kind of horror-y movies. Solomon Kane, which I actually quite liked Solomon Kane, I thought it was alright. One for Becky, Silent Hill Revelation.
Boom.
He did also direct that sequel to Inside Man.
Sorry, you on about this MJ Bassett person
Yeah.
who's a woman?
Oh, it's one, yes, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. That confused me.
Yeah. She, let's say he, she, I mean she.
And I apologise. I thought it was a man as well. My bad.
He's one. Yeah, so there's a...
So she directed Inside Man 2 Most Wanted. Yes. I've been hovering over that on Netflix, you know.
Yeah, it is on Netflix. And that is supposed to be alright, actually.
Really? Yeah, alright. I think I'm going to give that a go.
Like, it's supposed to... Like, not get me wrong, it's not supposed to be amazing or anything like that, but it's supposed to be perfectly decent.
That feels like a good Tuesday night watch, that.
She directed the film Rogue, which is a Megan Fox movie, which I believe we covered.
Yeah, I think we did.
On the podcast.
I want to say that was a pandemic.
It was a pandemic
film.
One. Yeah. I think we all thought it was actually fine. Crap, but fine. Yeah. So, you know what? This looks terrible, but I will absolutely watch the shit out of it. Apparently
Rogue.
Oh my god,
Rogue,
Roxanne McKee off of Hollyoaks is in that Inside Man.
Who?
Roxanne McKee, that was in Hollyoaks. I think she actually played someone called Roxy.
Alright.
No.
Yeah, that
Louise.
rings a bell.
No, she played someone called Louise. But yeah, Roxanne McKee. You know, that one with the face.
No, does not ring a bell anyway.
Yeah, yeah, it looks bobbins, but a redhead in minimal fucking armour fighting. They actually make a joke about the armour as well, don't they? I love that.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Look, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like straight to Prime or something like that.
Yeah, if it's straight to Prime and we can't find it. It's been there for like 6 weeks and then we find out about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's got that written all over it, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think I seem to remember really liking Solomon Kane.
It's decent, Solomon Kane.
Solomon Kane's alright, yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else trailer-wise. I don't think there is. I think that is it for us. Right. Fucking hell, speed rounding this, aren't we? Let's fucking go. So, Superman must reconcile his alien Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as a reporter Clark Kent. As the embodiment of truth, justice and the human way, he soon finds himself in a world that views these as old-fashioned. It's written and directed by James Gunn. It's got David Corran sweating it, Rachel Brosnan's, Nicholas Hoult, Nathan Fillion's hair, and other people are there as well. Yeah, some other people. Skylar Gisondo, he's there. There's Jimmy Olsen, she's been all sexy like. Ian.
Yo.
Superman. What did you reckon?
So, yeah, I think we've been pretty circumspect on this in the build up, and I've got to stop doing box office prognostication because I was just like, oh, I think this is going to be in trouble after Jurassic World, before Fantastic Four. It's done about $120 million in the US this weekend. It's fine.
220 worldwide.
Yeah. Which is all right. Superman doesn't play that well overseas, so that's an okay. Pardon me, amount. So yeah, we've been pretty circumspect, despite the fact that I've liked every one of James Gunn's films. Yeah. But there was just something about it that was the feeling a little off. I'm very, very pleased to say that I was very fond of it. It's the least cynical start to a new comic book world building I think you could probably do. The fact that this is from James Gunn, who's like the co-head of DC Studios, and yet I think it's apart from one real of an incident late on in the film, I think it does very, very well with the world building. Yeah. And it's so fucking smart to just start it with a title card, and then 3 minutes, 3 minutes ago, Superman lost a fight for the first time. That's a great hook. That is a great hook to start a film with.
Yeah, you very much know you're in for a James Gunn movie with the fact that it does the 3,000 years ago, 300 years ago, 30 years ago, 3 years ago, 30 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, like the fact that it's not bothering to explain all this shit because you know it, and also importantly, and like real spoiler alert here, his kind of legacy and history is actually is quite subverted in this by the fact that Jor-El sent him to Earth to rule over people. And I just like that really took me by surprise. And so look, great action. I thought not one member of the cast hit a bum note. They were all fantastic.
Yeah, actually, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, they're all spot on.
Everybody's great. And also I thought the score was great as well. Like Lex's kind of theme was I really enjoyed that. So yeah, look, we'll get into it. Fair fucking play. This will probably be my favourite blockbuster of the summer.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm similar to you in the fact that I've really liked pretty much all of James Gunn's output, but I've never really loved one. But I've really liked them all. I do have sometimes I think he gets a little bit caught up in himself a little bit, and he needs to really even sometimes blocks of his films where I'm a bit like, you need to fucking get on with this. So I was quite heartened by the fact that this is it's just a hair over 2 hours, which is short for a modern blockbuster, and it's quite nice that we've had in the past couple of weeks two relatively short modern blockbusters by today's standards. Has been quite nice. I also really enjoy. I was very worried about Gordon Sweat, because the only thing I'd seen him in was Twisters, and I thought he was very much just wallpaper within that.
He was the projectionist dude in Pearl as well.
Was he? Oh,
yeah.
See, he was really good in that.
Yeah. But
I'd seen bits of him on the press tour with Nicholas Hoult for this. I thought, no, actually, he's got a bit of presence. He's quite fun. And then it opens up with the bit from the trailer where he's on the floor and he's just been, had the shit kicked out of him. And I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. But then, literally, within a few minutes, you're kind of going, all right, yeah, I can get this guy being Superman. And then what I really like about the film, we'll get more into bits, like more specifics, is it's a Superman movie. It is Superman. So the first thing we see is Superman. And we spend... I'm going to say this, Ian. We spend... Is it one scene in the entire movie with Clark Kent? And that's it. When he walks in to the offices. That one time. Where he's really playing Clark Kent.
Yeah. Because there are scenes of him not in the costume, talking to Lois.
Yeah. But he's
him.
But at that point, they basically still have him there as he's Superman, because he's talking to people and knows he's Superman. So he's just like he's Superman, and it's very much that's it. That's who he is, and Clark Kent is his alter ego that he puts the glasses on and people see him differently, which is quite well done within the film in the way that's explained. It's great the fact that Lois Lane's her own character who gets to be kind of like got a little side mission there with what's his name? What's he called?
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific, yeah. Eddie Gathegi, yeah. We'll get more into it. It's a lot of fun, whilst also having that that serious, that very sneaky way that Gunn can push something quite serious into quite a fun movie, where he's not even being subtle about it. It's fucking there, but at the same time, you've got one of Superman's fucking helper robots saying that he should be called Gary.
That line kind of blew the fucking roof off in my screening as well.
It did, and I had a good laugh about it. And then the fact that you have a really nice bit where he calls him Gary a few minutes later, it's just really quite sweet. Gunn's got those moments in him, but also you've got Sky Zonda just like not being looking like he looks, but you can kind of understand why women are just really fucking attracted to him, because he's just got a weird vibe to him.
Like that whole thing with him and Eve, they're great together. That scene in the alley, it's really, really fun. And it just even that as well, like her taking all the selfies and whatnot. It was like, this weirdly kind of like thinly sketched, and it's like, no, she's like kind of like doing subversion, like getting all the shit in the background throughout the entire bloody film. Yeah. Like I thought that was great, and yet she is still kind of this ditzy girl who just wants to hang out with Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah,
great.
But they've got that great scene where she says she's going to send him all the stuff. She's like, so we're going to see each for the weekend. Yeah. What time? Like the whole weekend. Oh. And he has a real good think about it.
Just the fact she's called Mutant Toes in his fucking phone as well.
Yeah. You look like you said my toes look like a shrimp cocktail and spilled out on the floor. It's a really fun movie. Colin Sweat is good. He's really good as Superman. Like he gets over the fact that he almost he just wants to be a good guy. He wants to be a good person, but also doesn't have to wrestle with the fact that he's just very that humanity. It's not something. It's something that he doesn't feel like he needs to control. But like he's not. There's no fear to him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. He doesn't understand the repercussions of like the thing that he's done because he's like, well, no, it's the right thing to do, and it's like. The reason why I'm saying, yeah, but aren't you worried? And it's just like, well, no, because worry doesn't enter his. What is it? Because effectively, he's invincible.
Yeah. And Brosnahan is ace, and I mean, Gunn really made the right decision there. Like, I can't remember who else was being considered, but it was a few younger actresses and Rachel Brosnahan. And the fact that they went with her, she's got that kind of like, she's seen and experienced a lot energy that, you know, Kate Bosworth just couldn't have in Superman Returns, because she was like in her early 20s when she got that fucking part. You know, like it was just impossible. Brosnahan here, she's lived a life. She's like super like confident. And challenging as well. Like, she's great.
It was between her, Emma McKay, who I think is decent, but again is late 20s, and Samara Weaving, who's great, but I don't think she'd have been right for this role.
No. I mean, I don't think either of them would be. Like I say, it's the Amy Adams kind of casting, where it's like, it's someone who actually you could believe has had this career.
Yeah. It's pretty much perfect casting, that Brosnan, because she's really good at it. And the bit where she chews out Nathan Fillion's great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I like, you know, at the end, she's flying that fucking thing while like dictating her article, and it's so fucking stupid, but you do go with it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is due to her. She sells it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. She really does. I mean, but Wendell Pierce just turning round at one point and going, how long have they been doing it? It's like, about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
He's got some great reactions to stuff in the background. And the fact that there's a scene of him checking the article.
I could have done with more of him, actually.
Yeah.
Because he's barely in it until the last act.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it was good. I like that sports reporter guy as well. He's only in a couple of scenes, but he's funny.
Yeah. Where's my seat? Where's my seatbelt? To just tie something round himself.
I mean, the bleach blonde girl maybe gets like 2 lines.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like she must have had some stuff cut out.
Yeah. You get the feeling that there must have been something.
But yes, and then Nicholas Hoult. I mean,
Really good, isn't he?
great, and like Gunn's, he's very. The dialogue is very like Gene Hackman, Lex Luthor dialogue.
Yeah.
Like the confidence, but it's not swagger.
No.
It's just like it's confidence, and he's a bit of a prick, and I think he just he plays into that.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not like maniacal or anything like that. He's very just focused, but detached from the idea of humanity. But also, like you say, just like swags around in like a really fucking like ostentatious coat when they go to the Antarctica.
Yeah, no, exactly. But then, I mean, the plot of it all is, you know, James Gunn was fired off of Guardians, and like basically because he was attacked by trolls on the internet, and you've got that with Superman here. You know, like, even I thought it was really interesting that the Jor-El stuff, it's not faked. They make very clear quickly that isn't actually Lex Luthor like manipulating anything. That was Jor-El's plan. And the I'm losing my train of thought. Fuck, what was the point I was going to make? Shit, sorry guys, it's gone.
Yeah, they do. Like you say, they make it a point that, like you say, it's not because he says like it must be fake, and then you've got Mr. Fantastic. Is it Mr. Fantastic or Mr. No,
Terrific?
Terrific, yeah, him as well. He's like, nah, it's not. Trust me. These experts don't make these mistakes, which is quite a nice line as well.
No, absolutely. So then the fact that it then turns into Superman being disappeared and being interrogated by government, people who the government have contracted out to because they don't want to do the really dark stuff. Again, that kind of feels like bizarrely timely.
Yeah.
You look at what ICE are doing and whatnot at the moment, and obviously Gunn wasn't. He can't have been playing into that. It just, you know, it is what it is, and it's got a lot on its mind, while at the same time, in the opening 10 minutes, like the Fortress of Solitude and the robots and crypto is full on Saturday morning cartoon around there as well. And I've seen people like say that they thought the tone was a struggle, and I think I do think if you're not buying what the film's selling,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
a lot of this is not going to work.
Yeah, I think if you aren't in by sort of like the first 25 minutes, half an hour, I think you will kind of struggle with it going for the rest of it. But I was very much in because I was enjoying it. I was enjoying like the Saturday morning cartoon element of it, I think, is what I was really sort of getting on board with. But like, you're right, it is very much that. I was worried that Krypto might annoy me a little bit, but the fact that the dog is just annoying, it is intentionally annoying, I found quite endearing with it.
And I mean, like, it was interesting as well, because talking to Noel, like, he's like really not a fan of this at all. In fact, I think he's gone down in his estimation the more he's thought about it. But he was saying, you know, the whole "I've just got to get my dog back" thing, it just didn't click for him. And again, I could see why, like, you know, like his main motivation is he wants to get the dog back. But I really, that line where he's just like, because he's out somewhere, like, and he's scared and lonely.
Yeah.
You know, and and it, obviously that kind of like, Superman himself is like the only one of his kind. Well, you know, apart from Supergirl. Mention more on her in a second, but I liked that motivation, but I also am an easy mark for dog content.
The thing is, I can get on board with that, because I'd be like, well, if they took my cat, I'd be the same.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. And it's just like, it's not my feelings, it's the dog. The dog is scared, would be scared, and the dog would be scared. You know, and God, like, the torture they're doing to him, like, making him, like, fly after those imaginary squirrels, and how haggard he looks. Like, it sounds stupid out of context, but it's you know, yeah. Now, I do just want to mention, before I forget, the Supergirl bit at the end.
Yeah.
No.
That was a bit weird. It felt that is it. I think you described it a minute ago as clangy. And I think that's right. Clangy is the right word to use for that.
And also, where the fuck have you been for the whole film? Yeah, okay, you've been off partying or something. I refuse to believe that Superman would not have called on her for help. It just, that felt odd. And I get, like, they're introducing her. There's a Supergirl film out next year. I like the fact that she's basically, what if Superman was a hot girl who likes to party?
Yeah.
Like, that.
I also like the fact that it explained it of she'll be off in some planet with a red sun, because we can get drunk there. The thing is, that's made me go, I'm kind of up for it. And it explains the dog as well.
That was good. That's a good realisation.
Yeah, because he says something earlier on.
It's a foster situation.
Yeah, that's it. And I was like, that's weird. That don't make sense. I don't know what's going on here. But like, and it just the girl who's playing is she the girl who plays Supergirl in the Supergirl TV show, or is it a different girl?
No, new girl.
New girl, right? Cool. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, no. So it's completely separate. So I mean, you know, that I didn't enjoy, but the Justice Gang, I liked all of them. I liked that Hawk Girl literally just flew around screeching like a hawk.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion, fucking great value. He was like,
man, there's been some good, like, behind the scenes Nathan Fillion content between James Gunn and Nathan Fillion, because they are, like, he's been in every single one of his movies, and they are just mates. But like, I saw like a behind the scenes feature where they were discussing like the haircut and going through all the different haircuts, and Gunn, like, didn't know that it was going to be a wig, effectively. He knew he was going to put him in a silly haircut, but didn't know it was going to be a wig. So was not happy about the fact that it was a wig, because he likes doing silly things to Nathan Fillion. So he insisted that the wardrobe department said, well, he's got sideburns, hasn't he? Yeah. Can we bleach those blonde? So that he's got these bleach blonde sideburns and then this silly wig. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that. And if there's like, I'm going to have to walk around with those sideburns. And he's like, I know. And it's just like, fair enough. But the fact that he's done as like just pure comic relief, in it.
Yeah.
It is really quite fun.
And I thought he was going to be an antagonist.
I did as well.
So I was pretty pleasantly surprised when he's just like a privately contracted superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And it's just a knobhead, but also on Superman's side.
I mean, the engineer woman, I didn't quite click with with that.
I didn't like those two bad guys. The engineer, it was a bit like, well, hang on a minute. So I get that this is your meta-human power, but it just seemed a little bit like, well, so you can detach bits from yourself, and it just felt a little bit off, that one. And then the Superman clone being the other guy, I was a bit could have done with something a bit more interesting than that.
For sure, I liked the Lex just like giving him the commands for what to do in terms of like punching and kicking and stuff like that.
Like it was a computer game.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's just like A1, 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 A1. You know, that is good stuff. But that revelation of it's a Superman clone.
Yeah,
it is like, oh fucking really?
Yeah, were you a bit like that? Because I was a bit like, I was hoping for somebody else. I was hoping for somebody to be in there, somebody cool for me to go, oh fucking hell.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a surprise bit of casting.
Yeah.
And I was trying to at first I was trying to work out like who it was.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just him with a different haircut.
I was thinking, who's it going to be? Because I haven't seen anybody else sort of linked with it. So is this going to be a surprise? And then because I hadn't thought that, I was like, fuck, is it Flag? And then...
Yeah.
Is it Flag? Because, like, he's barely been in this. Is it fucking Flag? No. It's just a dumb version of him. Yeah. But then, you know, the end central sort of speech that Superman gets to Lex is really good. The fact that it's the dog that kind of saves the day is quite good as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It feels like it is actually kind of perfect for Superman.
Yeah, totally. Works. Yeah, I think it just works very, very, very well. And Fantastic Four's got its work cut out for it now.
Yeah, it does, because this has almost done that. Because the fact that it's not set, they've not set it back in like the 70s or anything like that, or they've set it very much in modern times, but have made it feel like old school Superman. I think has made, like you say, Fantastic Four's just kind of got a shine a little bit, and currently it feels a little bit almost like it's out in 3 and a bit weeks, and it almost feels like it's a bit like yesterday's film.
2 weeks, mate.
2 weeks, yeah, and we've had two pretty good blockbusters back to back. And is that the last blockbuster of the season? Fantastic. Is there another one?
Yeah, I think so.
There's something else, isn't there? There's something else in August, isn't there?
I don't know, because I wouldn't call Weapons a blockbuster.
No, Weapons are not a blockbuster. What's out? What's coming out? There's something else. I'm sure there is. Coming soon to theatres. What we got? Naked Gun's not a blockbuster.
Naked Gun's the thing I was thinking of that's out the week after.
Yeah. No, it might be actually, you know. It might be the last blockbuster. Yeah, I think it is. The Bad Guys 2, but I don't think that counts either.
Nah, not particularly.
Yeah, so, yeah, I really hope that Fantastic Four is quite sweet and entertaining. I'm worried that it looks fucking boring, and I'm really hoping it's not going to be. But yeah, it's. I'd agree. I'd say so far, Superman's probably been up there as one of my favourite blockbusters of the year as well. Definitely. I mean, I did our audience poll a little bit differently on this one. So rather than it being our usual bits, it was done like. Let me just get it up there. So it was Reeves, Cavill, Kane, or Ruth.
Okay.
So Reeves is obviously
that come out?
definitely not shit. Cavill, touching cloth. Kane, shit. Ralph was, Geostorm. Because I actually thought he was pretty good as Superman, to be fair. But in a really just poor film. So our audience poll, 60% Reeves, 20% Cavill, and 20% Kane. I'm glad our audience got what I was meaning with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
A big old definitely not shit. Really, I was really quite surprised at how much I enjoyed it.
Good.
Some great visuals as well. Looks really good. Do you know what? It's the first movie I've watched in a while that is very much CGI based. That I haven't had that feeling of this feels like things are moving differently to how normal things move. So I didn't have that. It looks like it's had the time to be polished. And there was bits in it where I thought it might not. Like when they're in that pocket universe bit, and they're in that. I thought it was quite clever having that river thing be like blocks, because it just made it a little bit easier, but it kind of made sense within it there. That was. I enjoyed that. Definitely not shit.
Yep, definitely not shit.
What have you been watching, Ian?
So got a few things actually. Been staying out of the heat and watching some shit. So, what's I start with? Did you guys watch the one that
We've not watched it yet. We were going to watch it this afternoon, but I forgot that the Liverpool game was on, and because of recent events, I kind of wanted to watch that.
Oh no, fair enough. All right. Well, no, I mean, I'll talk about it. You guys can catch up with your thoughts on this. So, this film that I heard a fair bit about, but had not got round to yet. From I think it basically came out last year. So this is Red Rooms. So it's directed by Pascal Plante. Stars Juliette Garape. I'm not pronouncing that right, but apologies. So she plays this model, Kellyanne, who at the start of the film wakes up and she's out, she's slept outside a courthouse, and it is the start of a trial of a guy who is suspected of having murdered 3 young girls and basically putting their deaths up on the dark web, and doing really horrific shit to them. But this guy has essentially got groupies. So you got Kellyanne, and then you've got this other woman, Clementine. And they kind of strike up a bit of a friendship. So they're going to the court every day to support this guy, but Kellyanne is this model who, is a good-looking woman, makes a lot of money, basically playing online poker, and the why she's seemingly obsessed with this guy who's been accused of doing horrific things is a mystery as the film goes on. And it's a fascinating film. There's nothing graphic on screen. You hear some stuff, But when that's happening, it's like a shot of people watching something on a screen, and you're seeing their reactions to it. But it's really, really, really unnerving. Primarily due to the fact that Kellyanne is just this absolutely inscrutable presence. Like there's no "here's why I'm doing what I'm doing" speech. There's her actions in the film don't necessarily seem very consistent, but that is completely on purpose. It's not like just the poor writing or direction. And by the end, there's a couple of things that she does in this that are just quietly some of the most fucking terrifying what is going on in your head things. But it's a portrait of like a young woman in today's society who spends too much time on the net. And, like, she's outwardly successful and just does not, like, paint the physical picture of what you would expect from someone who spends too much time on the net and who is, obsessed with this guy who's been accused of doing these horrible things. It's a real thanks I hate it. But it's really impressive. And just honestly, there's one thing that she does in the courtroom at one point, which is just, why the fuck are you doing that? And
I've not read that much about it or anything like that, but I am very much sort of looking forward to getting to this because it does sound really interesting.
It's a fascinating film. Like, really, like, yeah. And you'll never, you'll never want to buy a smart home product again as long as you live after watching this as well. Fuck me. See, yeah, look, Red Rooms. It's, terrific film. Okay, then moving on. After Armour of God last week, I watched Armour of God 2, as it's more popularly known, Operation Condor.
Just very quickly before you talk about this. Right. So, I mentioned last week that I'd seen this, and I watched it when I was young. So, when I watched it, I'm just making sure I've got what is it right. So, it was quite popular on VHS, but I remember renting this, but I didn't go to rent it. I got my dad was already going with my sister to rent something, and I quickly been telling him what it was, but it wasn't called. It was called Operation Condor, but he hadn't really understood what I'd said, and so I'd said it'll be in the news section because it's coming out, and it's a film. It's an Asian film from Hong Kong, right? He didn't come back the first time. I actually rented it when I returned the movie I'm going to mention in a second. I actually rented Operation Condor when I returned this movie. Do you know what movie he came back with?
Go on.
He came back with the Hong Kong movie, which it was released actually a couple of years later. Operation Condor took a couple of years to make it to the UK. He came back with the film Farewell My Concubine.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I just because anybody who doesn't remember, which I'm guessing most of our audience do remember, the video shop. It just came in a video case that had whatever video shop it was there. It didn't come in the actual fucking case.
No.
So I rented it with this and something else. So when I came to it, I literally just took it out of the thing and just chucked it in. And when it started, I was like, oh, this don't feel right. Yeah. So I did. I watched Farewell with My Concubine, which is 3 hours long. And definitely not similar to Operation Condor. Sorry, I remembered that last week when we were talking about this. Very different movies.
Yes. My words.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fucking hell. Right. Operation Condor. So Jackie Chan is back as Asian Hawk, even though he also gets called Condor in this, which is confusing. Film starts off with him doing a bit of treasure hunting. You get like this and Armor of God both start with scenes very obviously influenced by Indiana Jones, but the climax to this scene is him running in a giant inflatable ball and going down a very fucking steep mountainside, which was enjoyable. But yeah, this one, his like sidekicks from the first one off they fuck. They are replaced by a couple of women, and there's a bit of will they, won't they with both of them, which is fun. And he's on the hunt for missing Nazi World War II gold in this one.
Because of course.
Yeah, absolutely. So this obviously had a bigger budget. It's got way better action. Like some really impressive stunt work in this. Some great stuff late on as well, where it's just Jackie Chan being pummeled by a massive wind machine, and you just see his face getting all fucked up by it, which is great. But I think the slight more slickness to it almost takes away from it as well, because there's a haphazard nature to the first one, and which made the dialogue scenes, which are also shit, just kind of, it all felt a part of things. Whereas this, it's got great action, like terrific action, and then just some of the most fucking dunderheaded dialogue you've ever heard. And obviously a dubbed version doesn't help that, but just the what's actually going on in it is just really, really stupid. And it's obviously, I mean, these films were huge at the time, and I Chan directed this, and it would have been so interesting if Chan directed all the action and got someone else in to write the fucking script. And yeah, I don't know, it almost feels kind of like he was making it for the lowest common denominator, which maybe he was, and he's obviously trying to broadly appeal, but yeah, there's just a shonkiness to it which rubs weirdly up against how good the action is. But you could say that about quite a lot of Jackie Chan's work, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, he's an entertainer, and he is trying to entertain. But yeah, there we are.
There's a third one there as well.
Oh God, is there?
Yeah, it's called CZ12 Armor of God 3. Yeah, it came out only about sort of 10 years ago or so.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's got Oliver Platt in it.
All right, well, I'm going to seek that out then.
Again, Jackie Chan wrote and directed it. And Jackie Chan did it, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Just sung the theme tune as well, probably. He does like doing that. But yeah, Operation Condor. It's watch it for the action. There you go, job done. Right, okay. Then Blank Check have started a new marathon this week. They're doing the Coen brothers, so I am taking an opportunity to watch probably quite a lot of Coen Brothers over the next 6 months or so. So no, exactly. Rewatched Blood Simple for the first time in like probably 20 years. It actually fucking nuts that it's their first film.
I have not seen this in such a long time.
It's like there's some fucking great like stylistic like editorial choices and camera work and stuff. Like there's a shot of Frances McDormand kind of in an office, and then she kind of like falls back, and then she's just suddenly like falling back into her bed. And it kind of all looks like it was done in camera, and it obviously couldn't have been, but it like really, really good. Kiki's barking at something, but there won't be anybody at the door this time of day.
It was back when they had Barry Sonnenfeld, wasn't it, as their took over.
He shot their first 3, I want to say, and then he went off and directed Addams Family. But yeah, I mean, it's great. It's this cold, sweaty noir where Emmett Walsh is incredible in it. He seems to find things so entertaining and like just laughs at everything. And like Dan Hedaya is just playing like the world's biggest cuck. And Emmett Walsh is just acting him off the screen.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like it's an on purpose thing, you know. I'm not saying Dan Hedaya's bad. It's just like Emmett Walsh is like a force of nature in this film, and just like the fact that spoiler for the end of Blood Simple. The fact that at the end of this, it's Frances McDormand shooting at him, thinking he's her husband, and she says something like, "You get out of here, Marty," and like Emmett Walsh is just like he's shot, and he's just like, well, I'll be sure to tell him if I see him. I'm going to give him the message if I see him. And then just starts laughing. And the fact that, like, he is laughing at the fact that he's just been killed by this woman who didn't even know who she was shooting at. and he just finds it really funny. He's so good. But then also, John Getz and Frances McDormand, it's a really interesting relationship where he's basically way more into her than she's into him. And then when it all goes wrong, it really, really, really goes wrong. And Getz just goes fucking mad. And like just the guilt of the whole situation just completely drives him doolally. And yeah, I mean, ace. Blood Simple, ace. And Carter Burwell scores really good as well. It's like this piano refrain that plays quite a few times in it, which is ace. So yeah, really enjoyed this rewatch.
Barry Sonnenfeld, just very quickly.
Yes.
Right, this was his first film that he was cinematographer on. Right. He didn't do many films as a cinematographer, solely as a cinematographer. But of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, of the 9 films that he did, you've got Blood Simple, Raising Arizona, Throw Mama from the Train, Big, When Harry Met Sally, Miller's Crossing, and Misery. That's a fucking...
Yeah, that's
fair fucking play.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to going through the Coen's work.
Is it all of the Coen movies they're doing? Because do Blank Check, do they sometimes do like selective ones? When they they do everything.
They're doing all of them, and they're doing their solo work.
Wow, fucking hell, yeah. That's a lot.
Literally, it's keeping them going until like mid-December.
Fair.
But yeah, it's what won the kind of like their once a year audience vote as well. So it was between Coen's and PTA. But yeah, it'll be good. They've got Mark Maron on for one of them. They've said he's a guest for one of them, but haven't said what he's on for. But speculation is it's a serious man, which will be interesting to hear Mark Maron talk about that. But yeah. They had a really good episode on Hook. Lin-Manuel Miranda really likes Hook.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That sounds quite interesting, that.
Yeah, no, he did 2 absolute banger episodes. He's done All That Jazz and Hook.
They kind of feel right, yeah.
Yeah, like really good episodes. Anyway, right. So then I did me a bit of a space double bill last night and this morning. So last night I watched Armageddon, which 5 stars, no notes. Armageddon. Look, that film is exactly what it thinks it is and is trying to be, and just like rules.
Have you ever watched the Ben Affleck Criterion Closet?
Oh yeah,
episode where he sort of Armageddon is like, apparently like my commentary on this is some of my best work.
I mean, the commentary is great. They need to get their shit together at Criterion and re-license Armageddon and get it on 4K. It looks really nice on Disney Plus, but it is HD. There's no 4K master of it, and I mean the cast is just all-timer shit as well. Yeah. Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, Will Patton, Owen Wilson, Michael Clarke Duncan, Billy Bob Thornton, Steve Buscemi.
You've even got like Udo Kiers in there as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Jason Isaacs. It's just great. So, one line is not aged very well. There is a moment where the military people are choppering into the oil rig, and Steve Buscemi's line is something like, "I didn't ask how old she was. Like, can you tell them that?" And Bruce Willis is just like, "I don't think they're here for that." It's like, what the fuck?
That's like you said, that's not aged well.
Between that and him playing the lovable paedophile in Con Air, he had an interesting couple of years.
Yeah.
Armageddon. The thing is, looking at The Core, which came out like 5 years after this, and how fucking shit all of it looks like when they're kind of like on, like they're navigating through and they're kind of like in the core and stuff. Armageddon looks great, and it does just look like the scariest fucking environment to do all this shit in. It's super, super, super effective. So yeah, Armageddon really holds up for me. I also read, I don't know if this is true, but I hope it is, that Michael Bay put $3 million of his own money back into the budget to pay for the destruction of Paris sequence.
That just doesn't surprise you, does it?
No, I bet the thing is, it does kind of make sense because yes, okay, there's like real threat, but you've got the bit at the beginning where it's like it's actually quite low level damage, but then there's a bit where basically somewhere like in China, by the looks of it, basically gets wiped out. But then there's like no threat to Earth for like another hour, so I think it was actually quite a smart choice to do that. I will say as well, that sequence, the China one, I'm pretty sure they use miniatures for the destruction, and it looks great. Like this film, it's a brilliant using CG where CG is the right thing to do, but otherwise it's actors on sets and using practical effects, and it there's a real verisimilitude to it, which it all holds up today, and that film's getting on for 30 years old. So yeah, there you go, Armageddon. So then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in a mood for another space movie, and so I stuck on Brian De Palma's Mission to Mars. So
Gary
I've only
Sinise
seen this
movie.
Sorry.
Gary Sinise.
Yeah. Gary Sinise probably not the right actor for that part, to be honest. In the slightest. So, I like Mission to Mars. I think it's definitely Gary Sinise is a problem, because he he's just not the all-American hero who like with a sense of wonder. That's not Gary Sinise.
Nope.
You expect that he's more likely to be fucking one of his mates' wives than like that character in this. But yeah, so the reveal of what's going on, I like the idea of it, but this is where they use CG where they really shouldn't have used CG. Where the last 25 minutes is Gary Sinise, Connie Nielsen, and Don Cheadle walking around a Windows 95 screensaver, with an alien that it looks like they just only did like one layer of Photoshop on it or something. They just didn't add any texture. Like it almost feels like it's polygonal in how bland it is. And the general idea of it is very, very sincere. And if you don't get on board with that, you'll have a hard time. But leading up to that, it is quite slowly paced. It's about 2 hours long. Not a lot actually happens in this film.
Nope.
But De Palma is just, let's have loads of flowing shots, and let's have Ennio Morricone just rinse the shit out of the score and just do banger after banger after banger. Like, as a vibes film, this is like real chef's kiss stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is basically Don Cheadle trapped on Mars. They go up there to rescue him. Tim Robbins gets basically sacrifices himself so that his wife doesn't die. They land on Mars. They find Don Cheadle. They figure out the mystery of why his teammates were killed. They go in and watch a screensaver. End of film. That's it, but it's 2 hours long.
Yeah.
But it is just De Palma doing his De Palma shit. And that's fun. Like, there's this one long shot of all of the people in like the spacecraft, and like they're all kind of like different, like 360-degree planes of each other. So like Jerry O'Connell's basically like seemingly on the ceiling to the left-hand side, and Gary Sinise is like walking along this centrifuge on the right-hand side. And it's just really cool looking shit. But then, yeah, like the Tim Robbins death, that sequence is probably about 15-20 minutes long when it should have been 5.
Yeah.
But it is like, oh, he's fucked. Actually, no, he's not. Oh, he's fucked. Oh, actually, no, he's not. And it does that like 5 times until Tim Robbins himself seemingly becomes bored. And it's just like, I'm just going to take my fucking helmet off. But then when he does, it's like he freezes up within seconds. And like the image of like frozen Tim Robbins' head is like really quite striking. So it's got all these interesting parts, but man, I just wish he'd taken maybe a couple of the studio's notes on this one. And I know he had a good working relationship with Gary Sinise, but Gary Sinise is not that guy.
No, he's the guy who played in Snake Eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there we are. Mission to Mars, and then finally, I watched available now on Mubi, Pavements. So this is Alex Ross Perry's kind of documentary about the American indie band Pavement, which is kind of like three things in one. So you've got him following Pavement as they prepare for some like a reunion tour. Actually, it's four things. You've got a Pavement museum being opened in New York, but it's almost like an art installation. Then Alex Ross Perry is also co-directing a musical theatre jukebox musical production of Pavement songs, which did actually play for like 3 shows or something. And it's actors being cast as the members of Pavement, including Blank Check's Griffin Newman playing the drummer, who like doesn't actually say. I think he literally has like one line in the entire film, but it's just odd seeing him pop up. But then you got Joe Keery from Stranger Things playing the singer. Our boy Fred is in it as well.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're preparing to play Pavement in a biopic of Pavement, which you see. So this is the thing about this film. I've got barely any idea how much of it is true or not. And that is absolutely the point. It's there's a scene. They show what appears to be a post-screening Q&A of the Pavement biopic film that hasn't been made, but the actors are on stage and Pavement are there, and you do see scenes from the film through this, but at one point it's like designed to be like a for your consideration Oscar screener, where at the start it's like for your consideration best picture, best director, best actor, best supporting actor, and then so you're seeing scenes from it, but then every now and then you've got Joe Keery talking to his dialogue coach, and he's like, I'm just trying to nail down his voice. I think what I need to do is I need to get a picture of his mouth. And then it's Joe Keery getting a picture of the lead singer's mouth and showing it to the dialogue coach. And so you've got all this, and then you've got this Pavement museum that has got stuff in it which is completely made up. So there's fake ads that they did, and there's an Apple one. And I just paused it. I was like, that can't be fucking real. There's no way they did an Apple ad. And there's like this like little thing by the exhibit saying Steve Jobs really liked Pavement and really wanted them to do this ad campaign. And then I googled it. It's like, no, he didn't. Like it's bollocks. There's like Absolute vodka ads where it says Absolute Pavement, and so you've got But then there's also like real stuff in the museum as well. And then you've got this musical theatre bit, which it doesn't actually get as much attention, but did actually happen. So this is the thing. It's like they did film sequences for a fake film, but then they also seemingly faked a post-screening Q&A for a film that doesn't exist. And they had a museum that had a bunch of stuff in it that wasn't real, but they actually had it open for several weeks, and they had bands covering Pavement songs there. And then, oh man, like, just one moment where I was just like, right, I'm into this. Joe Keery and Alex Ross Perry are talking to each other, and Joe Keery's just kind of like, where do you think this is going to stand in like the great musical biopics? And Alex Ross Perry's like, I see it being like Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was just like, all right, yeah, you are completely fucking with me, fair play. Yeah, and it obviously is. So it is just this film, but then also you do get a kind of an understanding of the history of Pavement. And there's like footage of them at Lollapalooza where a bunch of people started throwing mud at them and stuff, which was really interesting. But you just, I don't know if I learned anything or not, or how much I learned. I learned some stuff, but I don't know how much I learned. And it's fucking fascinating. Like, I was really, really into it. Super interesting. The songs are cool. Everybody's obviously like in on the joke, and that's great. But at the same time, it does feel like a very sincere celebration of this band.
I just think it's wild the fact that you've got that Pavement have got a movie. Like they're just like they are such like a quintessential 90s like American garage indie band. I mean, I love Pavement. I'm a huge Pavement fan.
I know, absolutely. But I mean, like, Alex Ross Perry like put together this multimedia kind of celebration of them with, this fucking stage production, for God's sake, and this museum, and he got Jason Schwartzman, Fred Heckinger, Joe Keery to be in this fucking fake film. It's like the most interesting music documentary I've seen in fucking years. But I genuinely don't know how much of it was real, and that's really cool. So there you go, Pavements. It's on Mubi. It's really, really, really worth your time.
And I'll definitely be getting to that one.
Nice. And that is me.
Bex, what are you watching?
So I've only watched one movie on my own.
Ah, you coward.
I've been at work, unlike some people.
I mean, I've only watched one movie on my own, so...
So I rewatched Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I loved it when it first came out, and I still really enjoyed it, rewatching it, but it didn't charm me as much as it did on first watch.
Right.
It's still really funny and stuff, but I think it's kind of... Look how funny I am. Isn't quite as... Oh, you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hilarious, the fake biopic and stuff like that. And I do like the fact as well that you're watching it going, but some of it must be true. Something must be true. And I really think that none of it is.
No.
That Madonna Ciccone, though, fucking killing Castro and taking over. But no, it's really funny. It just didn't quite have the effect that it had on me when I first watched it. But yeah, no, it is really good. And Daniel Radcliffe is fucking mint in it. He's just really, really good in it. I wish he'd do... I get he doesn't need to. I do wish he'd do more, because he is very good.
He only does things that interest him, doesn't he?
I know, and I get that.
Oh, yeah.
But he's really good at funny.
He is. But I think he also... I think what he likes doing is just fucking off and just being a dad for a bit.
Yeah, which, you can't knock him for that. That much maligned Guns Akimbo, he is fucking hilarious in that.
Yeah.
It is such a shame that
the director turned out to be a...
bad dickhead. And I'm sure he's good in his serious stuff as well, but I just don't... It doesn't appeal to me in the same way. Like, Imperium's supposed to be really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the...
That's the...
Swiss Army Man was
Swiss Army
fucking
Man's
good.
Funny,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a wild thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just really enjoyed it. It's funny. It's really funny. And the bit when he's like talking to his parents as well, and like his mum's doing the I'm fat. I'm really, really fat. And he's like, shut up, Mum, I'm talking to Dad. And it's like, and she's like, for fuck's sake. Because she's like, evidently that's inspiration for her song. But he's at the time he's talking about Amish Paradise. so it's fine. But yeah, it's good on rewatch. I think because like it was a bit unexpected.
Yeah.
Because I think when it first came out, it was expected to be funny, but kind of like an actual bio.
Yeah.
And then it's just fucking not.
No, it's very much not. It's very much not.
But yeah, really enjoyed it. I love all the fake pictures over the credits as well.
Right.
So yeah, that's all I've watched on my own.
Right, I'll do what I've watched on my solo. And then we'll get into what we watched together. So the only film I've watched on my solo was The Mighty Ducks.
You fucking weird guy. You're such a weird guy. You were challenged last week to watch some good movies.
I watched The Mighty Ducks. It's a good movie.
Okay,
Give it 5 stars on Letterboxd.
sure.
It's a good movie, The Mighty Ducks. We've not seen it before.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Once, because that's enough.
Because, really? I've watched it at least 20 times.
I'm aware.
It's great, The Mighty Ducks. It's just a really, really fun kids movie. But that you can still watch when you're 42 years old. Because why not?
Why not?
Because why not? It's the great story of a group of ragtag, terrible hockey players being corralled into being, a force to be reckoned with by George Bombay, played by Emilio Estevez. Yeah. And then Becky. Right, what did we watch together? We watched 4 movies together this week, didn't we?
Oh shit, no, I did watch another film on my own.
Oh, what did you watch?
Rape Faces.
You did watch Rape Faces, yes.
I did, yeah. So I watched Late Phases. Yeah. I've not seen Late Phases before, although you were very insistent that I
Because
have.
I absolutely 100% watched it with you.
No, you haven't. No, it's really fucking good. Night of the Wolf Late Phases, IMDb call it. Yeah, Ambrose is my new fucking hero. Blind Vietnam vet, just taking on werewolves, but very matter-of-factly. And just very quietly, just like, okay, yeah, I accept that this is a thing. Oh no, it happened on a full moon, so it must be.
Yeah.
And then just like bibbling around, meeting up with his neighbours, trying to work out who's got like raspy breathing, because the werewolf had raspy breathing, and then he decides it's this one guy, and then he just fucking sets a load of booby traps.
Yep.
Werewolf Home Alone.
Yep.
Fucking loved it. What a great film. That'll be going into my regular rotation. I really, really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you liked it.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry.
So there was quite a lot of regular rotation for you. So a regular rotation for me that you suggested, didn't you? Because we couldn't think of a movie to watch one night. What did we got? We got a takeaway or something? No, we hadn't, had we?
We'd been out for beers though.
We've been out for a beer, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we got back.
No, we had got takeaway. We got pizza.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yeah, you're right. We did. We got a beer. We got back, but we'd not picked a film, had we?
We had not.
So we had to fast pick a film.
Yes.
What did we fast pick?
Well, I invoked the Happy Wife, Happy Life protocol
Yeah.
and made you watch First Street.
No, I'm not talking about
Oh, okay. Footloose.
We watched
Oh, that
Footloose.
wasn't Takeout Night.
that.
No,
That wasn't Takeout Night.
no. No, we watched Footloose.
We watched Footloose. Yeah. I spoke about
Which one?
Footloose. The Kenny
The good one.
Arnold one. The good one.
Right.
Yeah, with Julian Hough in it. And a just really young looking Miles Teller.
Yeah.
A really skinny Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Before Miles Teller found gains.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's real buff now, isn't he?
Yep,
He wasn't really in this.
he wasn't in this.
He's a fucking delight in this, though.
Yes, he is very fun. It's just a really sweet movie.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah, it really is. It's quite it's got a real redneck energy, but it's like
But it gets the tone of the silliness of the fact that
Yeah.
these are laws.
yeah. And all of the young cast are just excellent.
Yeah.
And there's some real good dancing. I have a real weakness for movies with like a coordinated dance scene.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think what very much helps here is that they cast a dancer.
Well, they've all got backgrounds in dance, haven't
Yes, but Kenny Womack was very much he still is very much a dancer. He doesn't do much in terms of acting.
they? No.
It makes sense. He's decent at acting. He's quite good in it, but he is very proficient at the dancing bits. Yeah.
I think it's just the joy of watching talented people do things well.
Yeah, and Craig Brewer's a very competent director and can get this kind of vibe quite well. So yeah, you spoiled it a little bit there for what else we watched.
Sorry.
What else did we watch, Bex?
we initially watched the first Fear Street movie.
Yes, we did.
And then subsequently watched...
We watched all of the Fear Street movies, yes.
Yeah, we did.
Well, not all of them, the original 3.
Yes, the trilogy.
So yeah, we watched Fear Street 1994, which commits one of the crimes that I don't like when you're making a period piece.
Oh God, is this going to be playing music that would have been later than...
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you're going to wholeheartedly commit to something like that, you can't then have them listening to something that was released in 1995.
Maybe they got it early.
They didn't.
Maybe they tested new music on...
They
on
didn't, because
Shady Side.
They didn't, because it's Shady Side. They tested it in Sunnyvale.
No, because they're all fucking squares.
Right. I enjoy these movies. Right? I'm going to say it now. They're all too long, Becky. They're all too long. They are...
I don't disagree with you. They all have sequences which could be shortened, which would make them snappier.
So they're all... I mean, Fear Street 1984 is the shortest at 107 minutes. You could easily cut 15 minutes out of this movie and it'd be better. They all have... And again, this next one, you could cut out 15, 20 minutes out of it and it'd be better. And the last one is egregiously long. It's touching 2 hours.
I don't agree with you on the last one. I think it is a bit too long. I don't think it's as too long as you're making out, because it is 2 separate sections.
Yeah, but that makes it feel like it may be like you had 2 things that couldn't be individual films on their own, so you've squashed them together. But then it still isn't quite enough. I
think the wrap up is where you could lose. When you go back to 1994, you could lose a bit of time when they're setting up the mall.
Yeah, it's too fucking long. But 1994 is fun. Our boy Fred's there.
Yeah.
And he's really fun in it. Again, across the board, I think that where it suffers is the lead girl. It is just not engaging at all. You don't like her. She's unlikable. It is a sad thing of modern horror of making the lead just not someone you engage with. That you kind of go, I actually hope he fucking die.
Wow.
The second one, the guy who plays the killer, what's he called?
Tommy.
He's really good. He's called McCabe Sly.
I do think,
He's really good and really proficient with an axe.
So good with his axe.
He's so good with his axe.
Yeah. I think as well, it because he is quite good as pre-possessed Tommy.
Yeah.
It makes you sadder when he does become possessed, and it's
because he's just a good guy.
Yeah.
And Sadie Sink's very good in it. She plays the character very well. Ryan Simpkins is poor.
Which one's Ryan Simpkins?
Alice. This is in 1978. What is that? We're doing it as all one big block.
Yeah.
Rather than doing it individually. Yeah. She's not. She suffers a little bit from the Terrence Howard thing, of she's just not got a very good voice. Like Terrence Howard has a soft voice, and it makes him feel creepy. You know, he is creepy now. You know, it comes out that he is just a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole I had to back out of the film because there's no way I'd ever kiss a man thing. It's like, yeah, I'm glad you got fucking frozen out of the Iron Man movies, mate. You seem like a dick.
I don't know, because she's alright in The Exorcist, Pope's Exorcist. No, The Exorcism.
Yeah, she's fine in that, but she's got an odd voice. Yeah, I like the 1666 bits in part 3.
78 is probably the strongest.
78 is probably the strongest up. Nah, 94 for me is the strongest overall.
It's got that fucking meat slicer kill is tight.
It's horrible.
It's fucking good though, isn't it? It's good though.
It's good. It's grim. They're all very grim.
They are all very
To say
grim.
they're based on point horrors.
Not point
Not point horrors, it's the... What is it? Fair Street, yeah. But they YA horror,
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
They're very grim movies.
Yeah.
But I suppose the idea is they're made for the people who have read these in like the mid-90s.
They're made for like our age.
Yeah.
But they are fucking grim. The bit in 78 where the two sisters are laid next to each other just getting fucked up. Like, one of them's getting stabbed, one of them's getting axed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and you just look at, and it's just looking at their faces, and it makes it sadder because it's focusing on their faces. And they're just getting jolted around.
Yeah. I think the issue I have with the third one is by the time it got to the end and the culmination of it all, I just checked out. But I do hope that we keep getting these Fear Street movies, because the one that released this year was great, Prom Queen. That was great. These are fun. They're a touch too long, but I think there's an element of streaming movies. If these were going to be released in cinemas, they'd have all had 10 minutes cut out.
Probably, yeah.
Somebody would have watched it and gone, a producer watched it and gone, yeah, that's great, you need to lose 10 minutes. Because this needs to clock in somewhere with a 9 in front of it.
I think that might be trimming them a bit too far.
Nah, I think you could easily trim 10 minutes out of all of them.
Fair.
And 15 to 20 minutes out of the last one. But I had a good time rewatching them. But I won't be watching them again as soon as you will, Rebecca.
I'll probably watch them when you go on your training thing.
Yeah, you probably will. Yeah.
I've got a list actually for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, questions. We do have a question, I'm sure we do. Dylan asks us... Oh, this is fucking easy, this one. I'm going to open this out to everybody. It does say it's a question for Mark, but I'm going to open it out to everybody. Question for Mark. Who do you prefer and why? Pauly Shore or Adam Sandler? Go with your heart. Pauly Shore.
Jesus Christ.
It's Pauly Shore with my heart.
I would probably say Pauly Shore as well, even for me. I don't like Adam Sandler.
I will concede Adam Sandler has made... It's a little bit, right? It's a little bit like the Who Do You Prefer, Ridley Scott or Tony Scott.
Tony Scott.
Right? Individually, Ridley has made better individual movies. But I get more joy out of Tony Scott movies.
His body of work is more joyful for us, yeah.
So obviously, with Pauly Shore, you don't get some of the high points like you do with an Adam Sandler. You know, talking about his pure comedy movies and taking out the fact that you've got things like Punch Drunk Love and Uncut Gems and quite good serious films.
Wedding Singer's good.
But then Wedding Singer is better than the most Pauly Shore.
Even Biodome.
Even Biodome. Yeah, it is. Wedding Singer's great. I think it is universally, it's a very good film. I think you just throw something like Happy Gilmore into there as universe. Billy Madison. You've got these. But I just get more joy out of certain Pauly Shore movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is the Ridley Scott versus Tony Scott of MTV alumni, 90s MTV alumni.
I don't know why I dislike Adam Sandler so much.
He's good, but then again, I would argue that Pauly Shore's lowest points are nowhere near as low as Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Or The Waterboy.
What's that one where he plays the devil?
Little Nicky.
Is that shit?
Yeah. There's some bad stuff there with Sandler. Is what I would say.
I mean, for me it's Sandler, but you know,
that's fair enough.
You guys do you. Yeah, fair enough.
That is absolutely. It's. I would say that would be the more popular answer.
I think Pauly Shore seems quite sweet as well.
Yep, my close personal friend Pauly Shore.
Whereas Adam Sandler seems like a bit of an arrogant cunt.
No, apparently he's not.
He seems like...
No, apparently he's a lovely guy.
Fair.
Yeah, he's supposed to be an absolute mensch, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just a good guy, just very approachable. If you approach him the right way, he's happy to be approached, but he's very much thank you, but I am actually having sort of lunch with my kids.
Yeah.
but he's still very much like that and just is a good dude.
Fair.
I'm looking forward to Happy Gilmore too. I'm mildly worried about it, but I also think it has the capacity to just be just a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, the murder mystery movies were good. They were fun. They were. They were fun. Hubie Halloween is more fun than it had any right to be.
What's that one with Drew Barrymore?
Oh,
I mean, that doesn't really narrow it down, does it?
51st Dates.
51st Dates.
You're thinking of.
I think that would be a problematic rewatch.
Probably, yeah. There's also the Blended he did with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, that's crap.
I didn't mind Blended. Thought it was alright.
Where he's trying to bully his daughter into being like... Is that the one with what's-her-face? The slutty one that does OnlyFans now.
I mean, she hasn't got any pants for about 3 years, but carry on.
Is that her?
Bella Thorne, yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, it's crap, is that?
Well, I didn't mind it. It's got some great Terry Crews in it.
Do you like Terry Crews?
I do like Terry Crews, yeah. Ian, what are you covering next week?
Coming up on next week's show, well, first off, we're bringing marathons back.
We are indeed, yeah.
Yes. So, you know, quite cynically timed to align with the release of his latest film. We will be covering the films of one Paul Thomas Anderson. Don't know what we're going to call it. I was thinking There Will Be Bastards.
That's good. That's good.
There you go then. That was easy. Or Punch Drunk Bastards.
Punch Drunk Bastards, yeah, that's quite good as well.
What else we got?
Boogie Bastards.
Boogie Bastards.
Inherent
Hard
Bastards.
Inherent Bastards.
Licorice Bastards.
I mean, Licorice Bastards.
So that sounds really bad.
Yeah, no, we'll workshop it a bit more. But yeah, no, we're going to be covering PTA. Good excuse to watch some quality films.
Yeah.
So we'll be starting next week with his debut, Sydney or Hard 8.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are, I believe. But also, main review will be I Know What You Did Last Summer. Which is, you know, like, after some big films the last few weeks, it feels like a little bit of a palate cleanser, I suppose. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm very much looking forward. Like you say, it's a nice palate cleanser. It feels like we've had some big films. Let's get in there with like a very silly looking horror kind of reboot.
Also, actually, the Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd film Friendship is actually out in UK cinemas next weekend as well.
Oh, I'm intrigued by that.
Yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, there we are.
Right, that was episode 592. Yeah, a little bit shorter than normal, but then again, it was only 4 days ago since recorded. I think we did quite well.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you very much, Mark.
And thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you very much, Mark.
And thank you very much, listeners. We shall speak to you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.